Hello there, and welcome to an episode of Planetary Annihilation. Started with me, Dan. This is a 1v1 ranked starcast with It's Watermelons and Nicola MX. Watermelons was a star rank. I think he is still. He is going bots, metal, air, and some power, and another bot. So 2 bots and an air. Meanwhile, Nick is doing a very similar starting here. So we've got bots, metal, power, air, and we're going double bots, straight into double bots, so that's interesting. Different tactic there completely. Whereas Watermelons is getting an air up here. Be interested to see what the double bots goes. It looks like Nick has actually cancelled his air. Oh, maybe he hasn't. Oh, there, it's still there. Still there. So we've got 3 fabricators coming out from Nick, and then we're going into normal units. We've got an anti-air first from this factory. Watermelons is coming over here with a scout. Gonna check out Nick's base. Obviously Nick won't be able to see that, but Watermelons can see that, so that's a good tactic. Get some vision out. Having said that, it might pay into Nick's favour to get more metal quickly, because he can secure it down and push out potentially more fabricators. How many got here? Just 1 more, and then some units. So I suspect he's got fabricators every like 5th unit or something like that. Meanwhile, Watermelons is coming over here to secure the same region, and he's got an air fabricator out. I'm guessing because he saw that Nick hadn't had air at that point. So he's going to make the most of it and come into the sea, maybe, and get maybe a factory down as soon as possible. Is he going for factories? He's just going for metal at this point. Be interesting to see if Nick gets air up and Nick's got air up already, as I say that, and he's potentially seen Watermelons' scout there. Whereas I don't think Watermelons hasn't reacted to that. So yeah, Nick's got a fighter coming in now, so he can. Yeah, he saw that and took that out. Meanwhile, Watermelons does have a scout over Nick's base here. He can see that he's pushing out this way. Meanwhile, Watermelons is doing exactly the same on the opposite side of the map. And he's getting metal up in the sea, which is a great shout, and he is actually clawing ahead now with the metal count. Oh, it's bouncing around a bit because of Treeco. You can absorb, if you haven't played this game much, you can actually absorb the trees for metal, which doesn't make any sense if you think about it. But you can. So what we got? Wow, there's a lot of doxers. That could cause some issues. Meanwhile, I mean, Watermelons does have a fair presence of doxers over here as well. But I mean, how many is that? 35 docks. That could be problematic. And he's also, it looks like, how has he seen that? How has Nick seen that gaggle of units? Let's go on Nick's view. Did he see them going? Oh, he can see them on radar. So he saw them on radar and he's going to go and try and take them out. Watermelons is obviously searching for his fabricators and he's found them. But can he avoid them? Yeah, he's got 3 anti-air with these fabricators, so he managed to successfully take them out. Watermelons is now... they're pretty even Stevens with metal count, although it is wobbling all over the place. I think that's because of absorption of trees. But Watermelons is pursuing this metal on the land, on the sea, and a bomber's gone past and can possibly see that. So he's going to start bringing in some air, because he's seen it. There must be a fabricator over here somewhere. That is blatantly going to go down. If Nick can see it, of course. Yeah, he's seen it. He's got it. Well, he's got a good... Whoa, that's some doxage coming in there. And Nicola's dogs have properly taken Watermelons out completely there. We're coming in with a bomber though. That could potentially do some damage to this Doc's clan over here. Okay, so Nick now has stitches out to reclaim trees and get more metal as a result. Once again, makes lots of sense. But it's a really good resource. On tree heavy maps you can really boost your economy using things like stitches and absorbing all of the resources around you. So you can see Nick is pushing his metal up with that, and I suspect it's still expanding or has stopped expanding. There's 2 fabricators here. We've got some fabricators building a docks factory here. There's a bot factory around here as well. Getting sparks out. So sparks are quite a powerful close range unit. We've got a lonesome anti-air. Meanwhile, Watermelons is building quite a presence of tanks over here. What have we got? So we've got 7 tanks, 3 flame tanks and some doxers. That will take out this gaggle of doxers, no problem, as long as he keeps a distance. And now Watermelons is getting out stitches as well. And we're going into T2 bots. I wonder if Nick's going in. Nick's into T2, but it's struggling for power. Watermelons has more power. Is there any power going up anywhere? Getting a minefield from a stitch over here, which of course you can see with stitches. Oh, and a sneaky hover tank coming across the back, probably to make light work of all of these. He's thought better of it because we have these bombers. Nick's doing some full-on evasion of the bombers. Oh, look at that skills there. But he's now brought an anti-air in, and they're trying to get Watermelons' bomber. Bombers are going back. Go on, bombers, you can get those. Look at that evasion. I can't last that long with trying to avoid anti-air. And they got the bomber down, so that's good. Got Doxys coming in. Doxys can go underwater, so I suspect that's why he's going that way. Trying to take out all of the economy. So we've got mines over here. You need something like a stitch or a vehicle scout within a gaggle of units to see mines. So if he doesn't have one, they could go down. Look at this army of stitches pulling in the metal now. Nick's almost floating metal, needs to store that because that is too much metal, and we've got power, bad power usage. Oh, it looks like Watermelons has kind of clawed this. You know, he's coming back from that sort of early out-doxed. Having said that, there is a lot of... there's a huge amount of anti-air in there. How many have we got? 13 anti-air. And then we've got this group of doxes, which is probably going to go down. Oh, look at that. Just one line of mines. Took out that entire group. Ouch. I wonder if Watermelons will start reacting to that and starting to get some stitches within that within unit groups. So there's a stitch there, so he's joined forces with the tanks. Make sure it doesn't get taken out. And there's a scout there, vehicle scout, which can see mines as well. Oh, we've got ships going up from Nick, and we've got narwhals, which are a multi-purpose unit, and quite frankly, I think quite overpowered at the moment, personally, because they've got submarine missiles, they've got anti-air, and they've got normal cannons too. So they're a pretty versatile unit, and it means you can. I have seen games where people just spam these units. Probably not the best tactic, but you know. So Nick's trying to get this anti-air up really quickly. Oh, he just knows when to move just at the last time. Get them moved? No. That's unfortunate. We've got a fabricator here, which is doing, I'm not really sure what, but it could do with doing something. I'm guessing Watermelons is rather busy. Okay, we've got... So, Melons has put up some mines too. And Nick has seen all of these tanks and is moving them in. Of course, support units like Stitch also... heal units that are being hurt in combat, so it's quite good to have them nearby. So you can see them here giving some healing to the doxers. Okay, we've got little I can't remember, these are called piranhas, I think. Yeah, piranhas They can, I think, go in very shallow water, so they're good to get right near the edges. Pretty weak units, but Melons has got this group of tanks coming this way to take out the metal along the coastline. Got a big scrap in the middle. Of course, Melons has T2 in the mix. Well, as has Nick, to be fair, but Melons has a lot more, and Slammers will do light work of a lot of Doxers, although that didn't go too... Oh, he's got snipers in there, that's why. Yeah, snipers, very good long-range units. So we're now going T2 vehicles. Melons is now suffering for metal. I don't know what's happened there. I think he's kind of stopped absorbing the trees around him. He was absorbing trees, whereas Nick has properly, like, he's just skinned the land of trees, whereas Melons hasn't at all, and could do with doing that, to be honest. That really gave Nick a good boost of eco. And Nick's almost 100 metal more, if not more than 100 metal more, so that really did help. Okay, so the commander from Nick is coming out because Melons is in his base. And he's getting some slammers and some doxers and things to try and take out these tanks. These slammers are going to be the saving grace here. All that Treeco is going up in flames. That fabricator survived just. We've got quite a big scrap going on over here. We've got now, so Nick's snipers are doing great work against big unit groups. Now Melons is getting out snipers too, but this is going to do some damage, this group of units, because the snipers are taking out the units from afar. Melons giving up the ghost, realised that there's groups of units coming in from all directions, and he had the sea. That's where Melons metal went down, isn't it? Because he took out all of that metal in the sea. Anyway, good game. That was interesting, and that shows the power of tree economy, I guess. So, hope you enjoyed that. There is more coming, as always. Like and subscribe and all that jazz, and I'll see you all later. Bye. Ugh.